All right, hey everybody, it's LARP Wars, and there's been a change in pace from good old gang stalking blog, aka sdny.org, changed his whole thing over, and there's a scene from Rebels with War Dogs that I'm going to put for him so that he can understand what we see him doing right now. It seems that he says thanks for the screenshots related to Isaac Kappy, which is cool, I guess. I mean, he's talking about all kinds of death stuff and being real sad for himself and playing the victim again, which is really hilarious, but not really what we're actually seeing coming from him since he started his interesting blog, the Gang Stalking Accountability Project, where he's prominently displaying my picture, a person that's been gang stalked quite a bit since the Cicada 3301 thing, and somehow seems to interject it as to being associated with me, because, Dave's always the victim here, because he's never the one that's been gang stalking people. It's not like people have been saving all of his videos and stuff just to make sure that, he's accountable for his actions in the future. So he said very clearly that apparently he's going to be adding people in the lawsuit. And I mean, he was talking about Marcus Conti, discussing this Defango live stream with Denise Matau and getting to the bottom of what Denise's problem was. And he even seems to have mentioned Marcus Conti being in the chat. And it was weird. Marcus Conti didn't have a wrench in my chat on the Elusive Man stream. But it is indeed all the comments were coming from his actual channel. Like you can see, Marcus Conti, if I just go to channel, there it goes, right to his channel. He's got a channel, unlike Dave, who deleted his channel. Just throwing that out there. So Dave's been, hiding in the truth, but don't worry, things are making sure we're getting them captured pretty well so that nobody can escape from anything that they're saying. And, we even talk about Isaac Kappy, and today is when we found this interesting email about Assange Kappy, not our kingdom, another email about this guy talking about a ritual and suicide and all this QAnon stuff. We downloaded the email and uploaded it to our pastebin so that everyone can take a look at it and the original message and whatnot. And maybe all this stuff seems to be coming from Robert David Steele and all this new stuff Janon was posting about the cicada stuff. The stuff, that thing that I exposed, the guy that's been stalking me for a while, the one that made up this prophecy in 2018 after I left the organization saying that I was going to die and shit. That one. It's kind of weird because Janon was intermixing stuff from 2018 with the 2017 stuff when RDS and all the other characters that Dave has been puppeting or pirating or whatever you want to call it, he kind of showed up in all of them, right? Big problems for you, George. So, archives have been made. We've been noticing other people's intermediary connections to guys. But then, it's this whole thing with Defango presenting me as the leader. It didn't really present me as the leader at all. They said that they were trying to put me there, and I put this out there because obviously this is some ridiculous shit that I didn't want to be no part of. So I wanted to make sure we got down to brass tacks. So, we want to be, Dave Acton needs to be accountable for his own personal gang stalking and, his ever increasing negative tactics because, he's obviously a reactionary individual. He wants to hear about Isaac Kappy and all this stuff, or this precedental U.S. Court of Appeals decision upholding life sentences for the conspiracy to commit cyber stalking resulting in death. Ooh, I guess that's really good news for Defango and myself because that's basically what they've been trying to do to us. And if that's what happened to Kappy, then I got all the informations and screenshots that show exactly how these people operate. So you'd think, Dave, that would be less of trying to come after me and more of trying to actually hold the people that are actually accountable for this stuff. But hey, I guess Dave likes to divert the attention for people on these particular situations, and we see that, it's more about woe is me as opposed to actually what's going on here because, the person that was actually slighted in this whole situation was Defango. Just because Dave wanted to come out and take a bullet, he didn't, I guess, realize that taking that bullet was going to bring all these other characters into his scene. So he's going all red light on us again. At the same time, we're just saying, Dave, you're kind of making a weird scene right now. Like, we're just talking about what happened, and you seem to be putting together also some news narratives and saying you're going to put people in lawsuits and throwing Jan on up. I mean, is that a conspiracy for me to commit suicide for somebody? Because it kind of sounds like that's what these people were trying to do to me. But unfortunately, I didn't actually commit suicide, so maybe it'd be a bit different. I guess it's more or less up to you folks, and we're gonna have to just keep following where Dave's going with his new LARP. I mean, it's always, oh no, Dave, you're gonna die, Dave. I mean, remember when they were telling Defanga to kill himself, Dave? And oh, he transferred the prophecy and the curses and all this stuff. Wow, that LARP is getting to a Zach Baggett level. I mean, I literally went to that museum haunted house he had, and I mean, you're getting to that level of LARP there, Dave. Think about it. Anyways, LARP War's out.